Welcome to this Tutor to You Criminology topic video for WJEC Level 3 Applied Criminology. In this video we're going to focus on external forms of social control. As we've discussed in our previous video on internal forms of social control refers to the ways in which individuals are discouraged from committing behaviours that are criminal or deviant. And there are two different forms of social control that are used. There are internal forms that are often decided by the individual's character, their background or their individual morals, and these are categorised by rational ideology, tradition and internalisation of social rules. In this video, we're going to focus on the external forms of social control, looking at the forces or threats that are placed upon an individual from external sources, for example, the police and the prison service, that makes them compliant to laws. External forces look to deter individuals from deviating from social norms and values, and there are two ways in which this is done. The first way is through coercion, and this can be physical or psychological control over an individual's time and space. And different agencies of social control may use coercion in order to control people's behaviour, for example, the police and the prison service. The second external form of control is a fear of punishment, and this can be seen as being a deterrent to stop people from committing crime. Deterrence can be categorised as both individual deterrence, that is a deterrent that is specific to an individual, and general deterrence. This could be something like harsh sentencing, which deters the rest of the population from committing a crime that somebody else has done. Coercion can be non-violent or violent, and it can also be physical or psychological. But quite simply, coercion is control over an individual's behaviour through exerting some kind of external force. Physical force that is involved in coercion can be injury, imprisonment, or capital punishment, that is things like the death penalty. Psychological force can also be applied as part of coercion, and this can be the ideas of loss of freedom, the possible consequences of a crime, for example imprisonment, and threats of future action towards an individual, for example being monitored by the police. Fear of punishment can be classified as a deterrent to criminal behaviours and a form of social control. It is an external form of social control, as the punishment would come from an external force, as we've mentioned, the police or the prison service. Now, fear of punishment can be subcategorized into individual or general deterrence. Individual deterrence is targeted at a specific individual about the possible consequences of future criminal behaviours. This could be giving somebody a suspended sentence. They are afraid of acting again in case their sentence becomes imprisonment. General deterrence is aimed at society as a whole, and this is used often in policy making, for example zero tolerance policies, where governments will set harsh sentences for crimes to try and persuade individuals not to commit further crimes. Examples of this could be the 3 strikes and you're out, or mandatory minimums for certain acts such as drug dealing or carrying a weapon. That concludes this Tutor to You Criminology topic video for WJEC Level 3 Applied Criminology, looking at external forms of social control. Thanks for watching.